From Estes Family Court at Brebeuf Jesuit High School tonight, it's the Brebeuf Braves hosting the Zionsville Eagles on IndianaHighSchoolSports.com. Good evening, I'm Mike Walensky. Tonight's Brebeuf-Zionsville matchup offers each club a chance to learn more as they gear up for postseason play. Last year was the Zionsville Eagles holding off Brebeuf in overtime at Zionsville. Another fun battle upcoming here on Estes Family Court tonight after these messages on IndianaHighSchoolSports.com.
Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459 or visit them at GenesisSportsPerformance.com.
Every day is a great day to buy a vehicle at Greg Hubler Ford.
Because every vehicle comes with our Greg Hubler promise. On top of scheduled maintenance with your vehicle, you'll also enjoy complimentary roadside assistance, service pickup, and drop-off. And a free car wash and quick wash every time you service at Greg Hubler Ford.
We're always finding new ways to put our guests first.
Mosey on into Muncie.
Greg Hubler Ford, promise kept.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779.
Welcome back to the home of the Braves. I'm Mike Walensky, and this evening, the Zionsville Eagles invade Estes Family Court. Third-year coach J.R. Howell's Eagles sit at 6-4, winners of the last 3 of 4 contests, including a huge 48-41 road win over an outstanding Kokomo Wildcats ball club. This is a team, though, that has lots of senior experience but lacks depth and needs senior guard Logan Imes to lead the way. Imes will be heading off to play at Penn State for Cathedral High School graduate Micah Shrewsbury. For Brebeuf's Alan Glunt, the Braves are now 6-3 with 2 consecutive wins, including a huge 57-47 conquest over Evansville Harrison, the school that produced one Anthony Calhoun, AC at Witch TV. Point guard Cam Freeman will have his hands full tonight with Zionsville's Logan Imes, but the Braves continue to share the ball with Evan Haywood and Reese Butcher slicing the net, with Merrick Macaluso and Quinn Warren providing outstanding interior defense for Coach Glunt. When we return, it'll be Brebeuf and Zionsville to clash here on IndianaHighSchoolSports.com.
Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459 or visit them at GenesisSportsPerformance.com.
This basketball game is built by Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Visit universalrfg.com or call 317-257-0779. And our game tonight is brought by Genesis Sports Performance, training Indianapolis professional and amateur athletes. Visit GenesisSportsPerformance.com. For Brebeuf, taking a look at Alan Glunt's ball club, 6-3 in his first year, 21-13 overall in his second year coaching. Last year in his rookie season, coached at Tri-West for the Bruins, coming up with a 15-10 record. This is a basketball team, the Braves, that we talked about. A win recently over Evansville Harrison, 57-47, and then they crushed Greenwood 50-25. They're playing very well. A Class 3A Sectional 27 club. In that sectional right now, Chittard stands 6-2. Bobby Allen's Guerin Catholic Ball Club 7-4. Heron 0-5. Heritage Christian 4-5, and Shortridge is 4-6. For the Zionsville Eagles, J.R. Howell in his third year at the helm of Zionsville, 34-20 overall, 6-4 this year. He's 77-72 in his seventh year. The Eagles lost at Gamebridge Fieldhouse in a very tight ball game to the Bloomington North Cougars by a score of 45-43, but they've been on a win streak, and this is a basketball team with a lot of pride and tradition. They have won 14 sectional titles at Zionsville, amassed over 111 victories as a school in the basketball tenure of this program. They will compete in Class 4A, Sectional 8, and in that sectional right now, Ryan Osborne's Carmel Greyhounds are 7-3, Noblesville 7-3, Westfield 7-1, Fisher 7-6, Hamilton Southeastern 4-6. This is an awfully tough sectional. Whoever wins that has a chance to win more hardware as they move through the tournament. Let's take a break. You're watching high school basketball. Zionsville, Brebeuf upcoming on IndianaHighSchoolSports.com.
Every day is a great day to buy a vehicle at Greg Hubler Ford.
Because every vehicle comes with our Greg Hubler promise. On top of scheduled maintenance with your vehicle, you'll also enjoy complimentary roadside assistance, service pickup, and drop-off. And a free car wash and quick wash every time you service at Greg Hubler Ford.
We're always finding new ways to put our guests first.
Mosey on.
Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459 or visit them at GenesisSportsPerformance.com.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779.
Back at Estes Family Court, our basketball game tonight is built by Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Visit universalrfg.com or call 317-257-0779. And by Genesis Sports Performance, training Indianapolis professional and amateur athletes. Visit GenesisSportsPerformance.com. Well, Coach J.R. Howell, 6-4 this year. He had his stops as an assistant at Carmel along the way and Anderson University. Head coach at Caston for a couple years from 13 to 15. Came over to Zionsville from Western Boone where he coached the Stars from 2015 to 2017. Ironically, after he left, Western Boone made a run to the sectional championship the night the pandemic started, and they lost a real close basketball game to a fine Rossville ball club. It's very interesting to see what would have happened with Rossville as they move throughout this tournament. But tonight, it's Zionsville and Brebeuf. For the Braves, it'll be Reese Butcher and Evan Haywood in the backcourt. In the middle, Quinn Warren, Merrick Macaluso, and Cam Freeman. Zionsville, Imes, Snively, Louiso, Rickert, the 6'9 center in the middle, and Mitchell on the wing for the Eagles. Quinn Warren will jump center along with Rickert, giving up about 4 inches. As Quinn is about 6'5", maybe 6'6". Rickard about 6'9", 6'10", as we get going here at Brebeuf High School on a beautiful Estes family court. Great crowd on hand to watch this basketball game between two rivals. Last year, the Eagles, the winner at home in overtime. The tip is won, and Cam Freeman with the basketball controls for Allen Klutz Ball Club. Key in this game will be Freeman's court leadership. He has excelled as the season has progressed. If he can become more efficient handling the basketball, improve his scoring as he does from outside, they're going to be a tough out. But he misses this one, and the rebound comes off to the Eagles to start off this ball game. This is Louiso giving the ball at the point to Snively. Snively averaging 8.3 points a ball game, 64% free throw shooter, shoots it from 35%. Imes to the glass, knocked away by Freeman. Good quick hands. Haywood, Butcher, Haywood right side, missed it. Louisa with the rebound. Here comes Zionsville on the break. Excellent hands by Haywood. Underneath Freeman, he gets a 2, and the Braves on top 2-0. 7 minutes to go here in the first period. Excellent transition defense for the Braves in the half court. 4 is Snively on the right side to 34, Mitchell. Top of the key, Imes. Of course, we talked about Imes heading to Penn State, averaging 14.6 points a ball game. He's their scorer, good shooter. Misses this one, and the rebound comes off to Evan Haywood, averaging 5.4 rebounds a game. Cam Freeman, most importantly, Freeman doing a good job aggressively going to the rim. It's okay, miss that shot. You got to open up the defense, as he does there for Coach Glunt's ball club. Zionsville on the attack. Rickert spinning, lefty, good. Rickert with the bucket. A tie ball game. Nick Rickert averaging 11.8 points per ball game. 7.8 boards a contest. He averages 2.4 blocks per ball game, so he provides some defense on the interior for Coach Howell's ball club. Macaluso getting into shape after an outstanding football season, misses this one. Merrick Macaluso this season averaging 10.6 points a ball game, but more importantly, he has done a great job on the glass, averaging 6.3 rebounds a contest for Coach Glunt's ball club. This should be a low-scoring game. Brebeuf averaging 55.6 points a game. And the Zionsville Eagles averaging 48.4. Rickert. Top of the key to Snively. This ball club does a very good job handling the basketball. If they can continue to do that, take quality shots, Zionsville, much like Brebeuf, has that chance to bring home some hardware this year in the IHSA tournament. Snively's jumper falls in and out. Drew averaging 8.3 points per game. Reese Butcher long 3. Rickert with the size and the good block out underneath on Warren. Rickert almost turned it over and will set it back up. Under 5 minutes to play here in the first period, all tied up at 2. Imes leading the charge for the Eagles against that Brebeuf man defense. Freeman on Snively. This will be a good matchup as we progress through the evening. It's doubled up on the baseline, stolen there, and picked up by Reese Butcher. Now Freeman, the floor general for Allen Klutz Ball Club. Macaluso at the top of the key. The Braves trying to post the big guy Warren inside. Rickert playing behind him. 5 men out now for Brebeuf. Both ball clubs playing man defense. Nice give by Haywood inside. Good block by Snively. Snively over the top, gets the block. Merrick Macaluso. Braves under control here in the first period of play. Reese, Butcher, reverse off the glass and in. 4-2, Brebeuf. Imes got some help from Macaluso. Mitchell drives into the paint, gives it up. Rickert over the top of Warren with the left hand, and Macaluso gets the rebound. Merrick Macaluso has been really effective on the glass early on in this campaign for the Braves. On top in this ball game, 4-2. Freeman guarded by Snively. Butcher drop steps. Yes! Reese Butcher averaging 9.6 points a game with a little floater. 6-2, Braves on top. Imes hedging out is Warren. Shot on the baseline by number 11, Luiso. Luiso drops down to 3, and the Eagles are on the board 6-5, down by 1. Brebeuf with the basketball. Haywood. Macaluso spins. Great defense to the backside by Luiso. Luiso to Rickert. Lays it up. Shot partially blocked by Warren. Here comes Brebeuf on the other end. Haywood fouls, and it drops in, and a timeout is called by Alan Glunt. Great effort by Evan Haywood getting the ball to the rim, and Brebeuf on top early in the first period, 8-5. This ball game is built by Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Visit universalrfg.com or call 317-257-0779. Our game is also brought to you by Genesis Sports Performance. Training Indianapolis professional and amateur athletes. Visit genesissportsperformance.com. First period. Brebeuf 8, Zionsville 5, 2:35 to go. Alan Glunt goes to the bench, and Javon Brooks, another football player, checks in the lineup for his club, and he has provided outstanding defense and some rebounding for the Braves early on in the season. He averages 5.6 points a game and 3.3 rebounds. Matthew Leklinski also in the ball game, number 30 for Zionsville, averaging 1.3 points per ball game. So both coaches going to their bench early on in the first period. Imes baseline. Tip back outside to Reese Butcher. Here comes Brebeuf on the attack. Brebeuf will slow this basketball down. Cam Freeman doing a great job as a floor leader for the Braves at 6-3. Brooks sets the back outside to Haywood, the 6'3 junior. Cam Freeman, number 12, the 6'2 senior, averaging 5.9 points a game. This is a shot by Freeman, no good. If Freeman starts scoring, look out. Brebeuf can be very, very dangerous. Imes defended by Brooks. Rickert got some help from Freeman. Nice job to Leklinski, and he lays it in. Good look by Rickert, the center. He gets the assist. And a nice job by the cutter there. Number 30, Matthew Leklinski with the layup. Leklinski now with a bucket. It's 8-7 Brebeuf. Freeman against the man. Haywood driving. Leklinski, good job getting his hand in defensively. He's got a pass above. Stops, scores. Leklinski from Imes. It's 9-8 Zionsville. The Eagles in transition sharing the basketball. Reese Butcher, long three, net. Reese Butcher, 11-9, Brebeuf back on top. Butcher just 7 out of 22 from 3 this year. And there is a hand check in the backcourt on Javon Brooks. Good call by the officials. Brooks had his hands draped all over Imes' back, and he's drilled with a foul. That'll be his first and the team's first. Louisa looks inside for the cutter. Mitchell doesn't find him. The action away from the basketball for Zionsville has to be efficient to get some good looks. Good defense there by Brooks, knocking the basketball away. 3-on-1. Pass. Nice job intercepting the ball by McGuire Mitchell. Mitchell defensively came back and did a good job with a steal. Imes from 3. Deep. Haywood with the board. Freeman at the buzzer. And it falls off the backboard. And Brebeuf has played tough in this first period of play. It's the Braves 11 and the Eagles 9. We'll go to a break here on IndianaHighSchoolSports.com.
Hi, I'm Steve Hartley, owner and founder of High Gear Marketing, a digital advertising company focusing on data to help businesses improve market share and drive new customers. Are you tired with the lack of accountability from your current vendors? Are you frustrated with your return on investment? Well, my program is different. You actually don't pay unless you sell something. High Gear Marketing takes all the risk. You have zero to lose. If you're interested, text me at 317-523-4100.
We're back at Estes Family Court getting set for the second period of play. The Brebeuf Braves on top of the Zionsville Eagles 11-9. Both ball clubs sharing the basketball, being efficient here in the first quarter play. Brebeuf 6-3, Zionsville 6-4. Zionsville will have the basketball to start the second period of play. 11-9, Brebeuf. Jared Bowling checks the lineup for the Brebeuf Braves to play center at 6'4", the third football player on the hardwood tonight for Alan Glunt as these football players get into shape. And Alan talked about Merrick Macaluso finally finding his legs here and getting ready to play basketball. He has had an outstanding start so far, even though he came out of the football season. Backdoor cut by Imes off the glass, partially deflected and blocked by Brebeuf. Reese Butcher with the block. Braves with the basketball. The Braves earlier this year, back on December 22, took a big beating against outstanding Cathedral 73-45. They came back here at Estes Family Court and had a nice game against Warren Central. There's Brooks, almost had it. Good job of tipping the ball by Rickert. And then the reach-in foul on Reese Butcher. Nice aggressive play by Rickert. Rickert at 6'9", averaging almost 8 boards a ball game, but he kept that basketball alive for the Zionsville Eagles, down 11-9. There's a whistle. And I believe the student body from Brebeuf is being asked to tone it down a little bit by one of the officials on the sideline. There's a little bit of a break now in the action. 11-9 Brebeuf over Zionsville with 7:14 to go in the second period. The officials have made outstanding calls here in the first quarter, and it's nice to see that they've taken control of this crowd here in this basketball game. Zionsville with the hoop. Imes at the point. Logan, 16 out of 44 from the three-point line. There's a three-pointer on the way. Nothing but net for McGuire Mitchell. Mitchell drains a three. He came in the ball game averaging 7.4 points a game, the 6'3 sophomore, and Zionsville takes the lead at 12-11. Freeman at the point, guarded by Snively. Imes on Butcher. Zionsville back in that man defense. Bowling, high screen. Reese Butcher left baseline and flushed away there by Rickert. The only thing that he was not able to do was to keep the basketball in play, so it goes out of bounds. But he creates some energy for the Zionsville fans and their bench. The Eagles up 12-11 here in the second period. Haywood from three. Good rotation. Evan Haywood drops it home. 14-12. Brebeuf Braves on top. And Haywood gets the deflection and the steal. He does it on both ends. Haywood, drop step. Playing a little bit too quick for the official travel on the play. Macaluso checking back in the lineup and Warren. Jared Bowling giving good minutes for Coach Glunt. Braves have done a nice job defensively on Rickert in this basketball game. He has a size advantage. Leklinski with the basketball. Right side, 3 on the way. Short by Mitchell. He'll pull it back out. Rickert trying to post on Warren. Snively wouldn't give him the basketball. They'll reset. Imes got it to fall, settled in. Logan Imes knocks down a trifecta, 15-14 Zionsville. Butcher on Imes. Warren trying to pull out the center away from the paint. Haywood, long 3. Nothing but net. 17-15 Brebeuf. Rickert posting Warren. Macaluso on the backside with help. Knocks it away. Great job by Merrick Macaluso. Here's Javon Brooks on the break. Pass Mitchell. Lays it in. 19-15 transition basketball for Brebeuf. Snively on the right side. Nearly a steal by Butcher. Imes, nice pass. Back to Snively. Dribbling the ball into the paint. Excellent defense by Haywood. Brebeuf is playing outstanding defense here in the second period, up 19-15. And Zionsville being very patient with the basketball. Rickert on Warren, spins, left shot short, but the foul is going to be on Quinn Warren. That is an excellent call and a nice job in defending the basketball by Rickert, using his body and drawing the foul. That's the first foul on Quinn Warren, the team's third. Rickert misses the front half of the free throw. Cam Freeman will check in the ball game along with Will Ryan. Brooks and Butcher will take a seat. Rickert is shooting just 49% from the foul line this year. He's 21 out of 49 now. He misses another one. Here's Will Ryan with the basketball. He gives it back to Cam Freeman. Ryan averaging 2.1 points a game, but he's given some energy off the bench for Coach Glunt's ball club. Freeman, baseline on Mitchell, drives and gets the foul. There was contact there. McGuire Mitchell, the 6'3 sophomore, is going to pick up that one. Down the baseline, you've got to be aggressive and go to the glass, and that's exactly what Brebeuf did. That's the first foul, McGuire Mitchell, and the team's first. And Cam Freeman at the line. He is a 33, make that a 60% free throw shooter. 60% for Cam Freeman. You got the second one to roll in. 2016. Make that 2015, a 5-point lead for Brebeuf. Rickert, high post. Imes, nice shot fake. Back to Rickert, lost it. Ryan, 3-on-2. Will Ryan to the glass over Snedley, and a foul. Snively make that. Drew Snively, number 4, is going to get the foul. Excellent job by Will Ryan attacking the glass there for Brebeuf. He is just 2 out of 8 from the foul line this year, 25%. But he's seen spot action for Coach Glunt. And he misses this one. He's 2 out of 9. And here's a substitution upcoming for Zionsville. Second one on the way for Ryan. Wouldn't fall. Rickert did a good job keeping the ball alive for Zionsville. Eagles down by 5, under 4 to play, second period. Eagles working the ball around the perimeter. Leklinski with the basketball. Left-handed dribble, back to Imes. Being guarded by Freeman. Nice screen. Imes has plenty of space. Short. Good rebound by Quinn Warren. Here comes Brebeuf, up by 5. They'll pull it back out to Will Ryan. Alex Hill is going to go to the scorer's table for Brebeuf. We're going to have a substitution shortly for Allen Glunt's ball club. Ryan behind the back. Brebeuf on top by 5. Haywood working left baseline. They have pushed off. They let him play. Back to Ryan, not looking to shoot. Warren's not looking to shoot either. Quinn Warren this year averaging just 4.4 points a game. And Allen Glunt wants timeout. And he's going to go to the bench. I believe Sam Sherman, number 24, and Alex Hill will be checking into the lineup for the Braves. On top of this one, 20-15 with 2:49 to go in the second period of play. Next up for Brebeuf, January 10th, right around the corner, Decatur Central. And then on the 17th, Indianapolis Metropolitan. And then on the 20th, at Guerin Catholic. For the Eagles, January 13th at Noblesville, January 17th at Warren Central, and the 20th will be a battle with the Hamilton Southeastern Royals. 20-15, Brebeuf on top here in the second period. You're looking at Evan Haywood, number 1, the leading scorer for the Braves, averaging 14.7. Now to Alex Hill, the sophomore, off the bench along with Sam Sherman, number 24, the 6-foot junior. This is Freeman. Brebeuf with a 5-point lead, trying to take the air out of the basketball right now. Working the clock, under 2:30. Freeman at the point. There are plenty of perimeter shots for Brebeuf right now, but they're content with holding on and passing the basketball, working the clock down. Freeman in the paint, gets it back outside to Haywood. Sherman. Sam Sherman averages 1.6 points per ball game, but he's a shooter. Now Freeman. Under 1:45 to play here in the second. Freeman to the glass and knocked away off of Freeman's leg. That was an outstanding defensive play by number 30, Matthew Leklinski. He reached out, smacked the basketball right off of Freeman's leg, and that's a Brebeuf turnover. 20-15, Braves by 5. 1:35 to go. Here and a half. Imes, space. Zionsville doing a good job sharing the basketball. Here's a shot on the way. It's no good, and the rebound to Macaluso. Brebeuf now with 1:15 to play. Up by 5. Reese Butcher on Imes. Imes almost had a steal there, but the ball was knocked back out to Sherman, and they'll reset under a minute to play. Sherman turned it over. Rickert picks it up. Here comes Zionsville. High screen by Rickert. Imes will not shoot. Pulls it back out. Macaluso is fronting Rickert, lost him, and Rickert slams it home. Great effort by the big guy in the middle to move his feet and get in front of Macaluso for the easy look. 20-17. Under 20, Freeman. Now to Hill with 15. Back to Freeman. Sherman. And there's a collision and a foul. Leklinski will pick up the foul, his first, the team's third. Sherman and Hill out of the game. Haywood and Brooks back in for Brebeuf. So Brebeuf back with their starting lineup, with the exception of Brooks. Javon Brooks, number 2. This is Reese Butcher. Behind the back, Stolen for a minute there by Rickert, and there's a foul, a push from behind on Reese Butcher with .4 seconds to go in the second quarter. Second foul on Butcher. Long pass knocked away by Macaluso. It's halftime. And with that, it's Brebeuf 20, Zionsville 17. We've seen a hard-fought basketball game here in the first half. Both ball clubs have slowed it down, have taken excellent shots, but it's the Braves on top, 20-17. You're watching high school basketball on IndianaHighSchoolSports.com.
Every day is a great day to buy a vehicle at Greg Hubler Ford.
Because every vehicle comes with our Greg Hubler promise. On top of scheduled maintenance with your vehicle, you'll also enjoy complimentary roadside assistance, service pickup, and drop-off. And a free car wash and quick wash every time you service at Greg Hubler Ford.
We're always finding new ways to put our guests first.
Mosey on into Muncie.
Greg Hubler Ford, promise kept.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779.
Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459 or visit them at GenesisSportsPerformance.com.
Every day is a great day to buy a vehicle at Greg Hubler Ford.
Because every vehicle comes with our Greg Hubler promise. On top of scheduled maintenance with your vehicle, you'll also enjoy complimentary roadside assistance, service pickup, and drop-off. And a free car wash and quick wash every time you service at Greg Hubler Ford.
We're always finding new ways to put our guests first.
Mosey on into Muncie.
Greg Hubler Ford, promise kept.
Turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia on Shadeland. We'll buy your car no matter what make and model, even if you don't buy one from us. You'll get a check on the spot as fast as 30 minutes. It doesn't get easier than that. Do you need a vacation, want to go shopping, or just need some spending money? We need cars and we have cash for you right now. So turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia at 13th and Shadeland Avenue or RaySkillmanShadeland.com.
Halftime from Estes Family Court at Brebeuf Jesuit. Brebeuf 20, Zionsville 17. Our basketball game tonight, built by Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Visit universalrfg.com. Call 317-257-0779. And by Genesis Sports Performance, training Indianapolis pro and amateur athletes. Visit genesissportsperformance.com. It's halftime, Brebeuf 20, Zionsville 17. Back on December 22nd, we broadcast from this court, Cathedral and Brebeuf. Cathedral winning 73-45. Our halftime guest was longtime Special Olympic athlete Nick Herron. Nick Herron passed away a couple days ago. Nick Herron was a Zionsville High School graduate who lived near Brebeuf High School. He was a longtime Special Olympian, parishioner at St. Alphonsus Liguori Catholic Church, and a proud fourth-degree knight. He loved Special Olympics. He loved talking about it. Our condolences to the Herron family and to the Gallagher family. And I think as Nick leaves us, I'd like to say one thing. If you're a Zionsville fan, Nick absolutely loved Amori Restaurant. I don't know if there's anybody here in the stands from Zionsville affiliated with Amori Restaurant, because I know a couple brothers ran the restaurant, but Nick absolutely loved that place in Boone Village. And he also loved Kern Brothers Shoes, another outstanding establishment in Zionsville. And yet, here was a man that absolutely adored Brebeuf High School, primarily because Brebeuf always hosted, it seemed like, the Eunice K. Shriver games during the summer, and Nick became affiliated with the school, and he wanted to live nearby Brebeuf. And it's a shame that tonight Nick was not able to join us here, and may Nick's memory be forever a blessing. He was just an absolute charm, and condolences to the Herron family and also the Gallaghers on the loss of their beloved son. But tonight, it's Brebeuf 20, Zionsville 17 at halftime. We've got a lot of action upcoming in the second half. Coach Glunt for Brebeuf, Coach Howell for Zionsville went to the drawing board. Let's see how it all rolls out here. But first, these messages on IndianaHighSchoolSports.com.
Every day is a great day to buy a vehicle at Greg Hubler Ford.
Because every vehicle comes with our Greg Hubler promise. On top of scheduled maintenance with your vehicle, you'll also enjoy complimentary roadside assistance, service pickup, and drop-off. And a free car wash and quick wash every time you service at Greg Hubler Ford.
We're always finding new ways to put our guests first.
Mosey on into Muncie.
Greg Hubler Ford, promise kept.
Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459 or visit them at genesissportsperformance.com.
Welcome back to Estes Family Court. Third quarter action begins shortly. Brebeuf 20, Zionsville 17. Our basketball game tonight, built by Universal Roofing and Exteriors. UniversalRFG.com or call 317-257-0779. And by Genesis Sports Performance, training Indianapolis pro and amateur athletes and so you need to visit GenesisSportsPerformance.com. And these two ball clubs are really battling it out here. Last year, Zionsville knocked off Brebeuf in overtime. The Eagles coming into this one 6-4. J.R. Howell's ball club looking for another victory. Brebeuf 6-3 in Alan Glunt's first year. Formerly, Alan was an assistant to Andy Fagan when Andy was a head basketball coach here at Brebeuf. So he's been really familiar with this program, and he comes back here to run this Brebeuf Brave operation. And this is a basketball team you got to keep a close eye on at Class 3A because they're a very talented group that have a chance to go very far. And now they begin third period action, and this is Cam Freeman, the point guard, to Merrick Macaluso, number 4, Quinn Warren 5, Evan Haywood 1. This is number 0, Reese Butcher. Haywood off the screen to the right side, guarded by Imes. Outstanding defensive player. Great job by Imes on Haywood. That's the reason why he's going to Penn State. He knocked it away. McGuire Mitchell, right side. Snively lays it up and in. In transition, Zionsville with a bucket. 2019. Great effort there by Drew Snively to the rim, and a 1-point lead for Brebeuf here in the third period. Macaluso guarded by Luiso. Inside, Haywood missed the shot. Rickard has been solid all night long underneath the bucket. Imes with a 3. Net for Imes, and here comes Zionsville on top, 22-20. Logan Imes with a 3. Haywood backed up. He gave him a little bit of space, and he dropped it home. Butcher tried to get it to Warren. Freeman couldn't save it. Back and forth. That's a turnover. Brebeuf this year has been very efficient with the basketball in the last couple games, but overall the season, 11 turnovers to 14, 11 assists to 14 turnovers. They knocked that number down. They're going to be a tough team to handle. Zionsville, 11 assists to just 9 turnovers. There's Snively with a layup. Rickard over the top, and there's an offensive foul. Rickard over the top is whistled for the foul. His first, the team's first. Had his hand to the back of a Brebeuf defender underneath the basket. Off a little press, trap. Great effort by Rickard. Knocks the ball back to Luiso. Here comes Zionsville on top by 2. Imes, crossover, down the baseline, up, and Quinn Warren got him across the arm and route to the rim. What an effort by Imes. He'll go to the foul line with a pair. Shoots 69% for the year, 25 out of 36. He missed it. Javon Brooks will check back in for Reese Butcher. Quinn Warren whistled for his second foul. Both teams now with 1 foul here in the third period, and Imes misses both free throws. Still a 2-point lead for Zionsville. Macaluso back to Freeman, being guarded by Luiso. Zionsville backs down out of that pressure. Back to the man defense, so they're switching on top. Freeman now on Snively. Warren. Macaluso breaks free, lays it up and in. Macaluso over the top of Luiso. He gets a bucket. We're all tied at 22. Imes on Brooks. New assignment now for Brebeuf. Imes. Good footwork by Brooks. Luiso from 3 over Macaluso. He drills it. Merrick Macaluso late, coming across to help. It's 25-22 Zionsville. Zionsville's perimeter shooting been deadly so far in the third. Pass underneath Brooks. Lays it up. Cam Freeman with the assist. 25-24. Eagles. Luiso. Snively. Rickard now at the elbow. High screen. Imes turned it over. Official said he palmed the basketball. That's a turnover. Brebeuf with the ball now. 4:32 to go in the third. Down by 1. Token pressure by Zionsville, trying to slow this basketball game down even further. Snively, almost a steal, knocked it out of bounds. Haywood, Freeman, Macaluso, Warren, Butcher. Make that Brooks. Blocked by Rickard. Off the glass. Here comes Zionsville on the break. Long three. Yep, there it is. McGuire Mitchell. Another three, and it's a 4-point Zionsville lead. 28-24. 3 3-point shots for Zionsville. Warren almost turned it over, and he does. Warren traveling on the right side. Coach Glunt wants a timeout. Zionsville quickly with 3 outstanding trifectas to take a 28-24 lead here in the third period. Our basketball game tonight is built by Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Visit universalrfg.com or call 317-257-0779. Also, game sponsor Genesis Sports Performance, training Indianapolis professional and amateur athletes at genesissportsperformance.com. Zionsville 28. Brebeuf 24, McGuire Mitchell, and Logan Imes with some big shots, and Drew Snively has been very aggressive with the basketball. We know the team that's the most aggressive that gets the ball to the rim normally wins, and right off the bat in the third period, that's exactly what Zionsville did, although they were very passive in the first half. In the second half, they attacked the rim, they've gotten open looks from 3 and knocked them down. Zionsville with the basketball on top by 4, 28-24. Lucas Luiso passes it in to Logan Imes. And the officials call for a timeout. Not sure if the clock had started, as we're now under 4 minutes to play here in the third period. Brooks applying pressure to Imes. And they call a foul on Javon Brooks in the backcourt. Javon Brooks, his second foul, the team's second. Brooks guarding Imes. They called a backcourt foul. Here's Imes with the basketball. Deep pass, inside layup, and in. Nice look inside to Rickard, went right over the top of Warren, and did a great job of showing that pass inside and using his body to shield Warren. Rickard with the bucket, 30-24. Reese Butcher in the ballgame for Quinn, and Warren has his third foul, the team's third. Rickard was intentional. He wanted the basketball. He wanted to score. The southpaw knocks it down for a 3-point play. It is 31-24. All of a sudden, Zionsville has just come out of nowhere to take this 7-point lead here in the third period. Freeman trapped. Got it underway to Butcher. Zionsville doing a good job forcing Brebeuf in the front court and not allowing them to get the basketball moved around. The basketball's not moving, and Cameron Freeman is going to be called with an offensive foul. Actually, the foul's going to be on Brooks. Javon Brooks with a blocking foul off the screen, and that'll be his third, the team's fourth. Rickard, a huge factor in tonight's basketball game. Number 32, the big center for Zionsville. McGuire Mitchell on the right side of Luiso, guarded by Brooks. Brooks has 3, remember. This ball thrown away. Haywood, 2-on-1. Haywood to the glass. And it just got out of his hand. No foul. And the ball goes out of bounds. Turnover. Haywood thought he was fouled. Officials now are going to talk over the previous call, whether or not there was any contact, and they're going to give the basketball to Zionsville. That is indeed a turnover on Evan Haywood. Here comes Imes. Stolen by Haywood. Haywood to the glass. There was contact and a foul. Snively on the way back made contact with Evan Haywood. Haywood is a 69% free throw shooter, 20 out of 29 on the season. Trying to cut this Eagle margin. Misses the front end. Still down by 7. Haywood second. Got the roll. Now it's a 6-point Zionsville lead. And the crowd for Brebeuf is silenced. Eagles with it with 2:35 to go here in the third. Nice pass by Louisa to Rickert. Laid it in. Rickert playing in front of Macaluso got the easy bucket, 33-25. He's been a huge factor in the second half, opening up the perimeter. Or perhaps the perimeter may have opened it up for Rickert. They knock down 3 threes and all of a sudden get the ball to him. Macaluso shot, no. Tipped. Here comes Zionsville. Eagles, Snively. Snively pushes off on Macaluso. There's an offensive foul. That's a good call. Drew Snively moved the left hand and pushed right into the stomach of Merrick Macaluso, knocking him down to the hardwood. That's his third and the team's third. Leklinski back in the ballgame for Snively for Zionsville. He's number 30. So Imes to McGuire Mitchell, 34. Leklinski, 30. Rickert in the middle, 32. And Luiso, 11. Freeman to Butcher for Brebeuf. Freeman doubled up. Trying to get the ball away to Macaluso and threw it away. Good pressure by Leklinski and Mitchell to create that turnover. And Coach Howell has to be pleased. Coach Howell wants a high school basketball player in his own right, won a state championship at LaPel. Leklinski with the basketball. Luiso, right side. Macaluso playing off Leklinski. Jared Bowling in the ball game now at center. Bowling playing behind Rickert. Rickert driving, spinning, up, and in. Not enough help. Macaluso came over a little bit late, and it was just Rickert at 6'9" over Bowling 6'4". Easy bucket, 10-point lead, Zionsville. Macaluso, shot. Good pass from Bowling, and he's fouled to the rim. Luiso picks up the foul, number 11. And Macaluso will go to the line. Merrick this year shooting 74% from the foul line. Luiso's first foul, the team's fourth. Macaluso drops it home. Both ball clubs each with 4 fouls in the second half. 9-point game. It's good. This is a Brebeuf team that can come back from deficits because of their solid defensive play, and they do have perimeter shooting. They can score the basketball. But Zionsville on top now by 8, 35-27, under a minute. Rickert on Bowling. Long three on the way, no, and Leklinski over the top of Merrick Macaluso and picks up the foul. That'll be the team's 5th. His second. McGuire Mitchell tried a long three and missed it. And here comes Brebeuf down by 8. Under 40 to play here in the third frame. Freeman to the glass. Almost a foul. Macaluso from 3. Couldn't find it. Luisa with the rebound. And Imes under control. May look for the last shot under 30 to play here in the quarter. Guarded by Butcher. Imes with the basketball. Leklinski gives it up. Luisa long one from 3 by 34 Mitchell. No good right before the buzzer. And we've ended the third period of play. But boy, did Zionsville come out in the third period. Coach Howe's ball club on top. 35-27 after 3 periods of play.
Every day is a great day to buy a vehicle at Greg Hubler Ford.
Because every vehicle comes with our Greg Hubler promise. On top of scheduled maintenance with your vehicle, you'll also enjoy complimentary roadside assistance, service pickup, and drop-off. And a free car wash and quick wash every time you service at Greg Hubler Ford.
We're always finding new ways to put our guests first.
Mosey on into Muncie.
Greg Hubler Ford, promise kept.
Our basketball game tonight is built by Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Visit universalrfg.com or call 317-257-0779. Tonight's game also brought to you by Genesis Sports Performance, training Indianapolis area pro and amateur athletes. Visit genesissportsperformance.com. Zionsville, 18-7 over Brebeuf in the third period. So the Eagles lead 35-27, entering the fourth period of play. And here we go. Logan Imes with the basketball, up by 8 points, under 8 minutes to play in the final frame of regulation here from Brebeuf Estes Family Court. Luisa looks inside. Nice cut on the back door by McGuire Mitchell, 37-27. 10-point lead, Zionsville. The press has hurt Brebeuf. They have not been able to get in their half-court set too frequently here. Haywood from 3, and he gets net. Haywood over the top of Luiso. It's 37-30. 7-point lead. Luisa looking in for Rickert. Rickert posting deep on Bowling now, and Zionsville does not throw him the basketball. Macaluso helping Bowling down low. Bowling doing a good job getting the steal there. Off the pass from Luiso. Here's Freeman. Left lane, lays it up, too hard. Followed by Bowling, nope. And Leklinski gets the rebound. Here comes Zionsville. The Eagles up by 7. Brebeuf could have cut it to 2 by 5 there. McGuire Mitchell, nice cut by Imes past Butcher and missed the shot. Rushed it a little bit. Butcher to Haywood, almost lost it. Now they'll reset. Under 6:30 to go in the ball game. Zionsville by 7. Freeman off a high screen from Butcher. Leklinski got some body there, but they let it go. Macaluso on Luiso, spinning. Back to Bowling. Freeman. Bowling trying to post up on the big guy. Back to Bowling. Shot was no good, but a nice look by Reese Butcher. Here comes Zionsville up by 7. Imes looking in the left corner, couldn't find his man. And there is a turnover from McGuire Mitchell. Just a lack of communication there by the Eagles on that possession. And a timeout on the court. Brebeuf still within range in this ball game. It's 37-30 Zionsville with 5:49 to go into the contest. Our basketball game tonight built by Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Visit universalrfg.com or call 317-257-0779. And by Genesis Sports Performance, Training Indianapolis area pro and amateur athletes. Visit GenesisSportsPerformance.com. It's 37-30 Zionsville in the fourth quarter with 5:49 to go in the ball game. Zionsville's done a great job shooting the basketball in the third period and defending as well and really slowing Brebeuf down. The Braves coming into tonight's game averaging 55.6 points a game. They give up 49.6 defensively, and they're way below that average, so they're playing at the pace of the Eagles. The Eagles coming into tonight's game averaging 48.4 and defensively at 46.6 points per ball game. J.R. Howe's Eagles 6-4. Allen Glunt's Braves 6-3. Get ready to go here in the fourth quarter. Down the stretch they go. With 5:49 to go, 37-30 Zionsville. Freeman. Looks like Zionsville's employing a man defense. Snively on Freeman. Inside Macaluso over the top, and he missed it. And the ball's knocked out of bounds, and it'll go to Zionsville. Macaluso had a good look over the top of McGuire Mitchell and missed that shot. It just wouldn't go in for him. Zionsville on top by 7, and they can hold on the basketball if they wish with 5:25 to go in the game. They'll work the ball around the perimeter. The big factor tonight for Zionsville inside has been Nick Rickert, number 32. Bowling is playing Rickert man defense. The steal by Butcher on Imes. Butcher with the basketball, turns, looks. Macaluso from 3. The shot is short. I think Luiso may have gotten a piece of it. Excellent basketball by Lucas Luiso for Zionsville. Give him credit there. 7-point lead for Zionsville. Snively. Luiso from 3. Short. And this one hits the bottom of the backboard and goes out of bounds as Javon Brooks will check in for Jared Bowling. Jared Bowling had some good quality minutes playing behind Nick Rickert there defensively. A 7-point lead with 4:40 to go in the ball game. Freeman on Snively. Brooks. Brooks inside to Freeman, pulls it back out. Butcher from 3, looks good. Nope, in and out. Couldn't remain in the well and bounces out, and the rebound to Luiso. Here comes Zionsville up by 7. Steal by Haywood. Make that Butcher. Butcher home. Butcher with a slam. Reese Butcher with a steal on Imes. It's 37-32. That was Reese Butcher with quick hands defensively. Rickert inside of Macaluso. Macaluso backs down. There's an offensive foul. Whether or not it's a flop or not, there was contact. And Merrick Macaluso goes down to the ground, and that is the second foul on Nick Rickert. That is the 16th foul. That means then the next foul for Zionsville will send Brebeuf to the line with the bonus. The Braves have 4 fouls here in the second half. Freeman. Cam Freeman with the ball, guarded by Snively. Haywood guarded by Imes. Butcher's had a pretty good game as he goes on the baseline. He stepped out of bounds. And give credit defensively to McGuire Mitchell. McGuire Mitchell did a nice job defensively, forcing Butcher to the baseline. Imes across the timeline with a 5-point lead. Under 4 to play here in the ball game. Macaluso fighting for possession. No call. Now they say back and forth. One of the officials said back and forth. There was contact between Macaluso and Rickert. I think the ball was neutral. I'm not quite sure why they called back and forth. But they're the officials. They control the basketball game. They make the calls. And the ball will go to the Brebeuf Braves with 3:39, a big break in this ball game for the Braves. And that is an effort play by number 4, Merrick Macaluso. Javon Brooks at the top of the key to Freeman. Freeman driving on Snively, took a step, he may have traveled. Great defense there by Snively. Ball knocked away by Luiso. He's not going to get a lot of credit in the scores book, but Luiso's done a great job defensively for Coach Howell's ball club. Rickert inside, didn't finish. Luiso back on the perimeter. Ball was kicked by Freeman. It'll go out of bounds. 3:06 to go in the ball game. Zionsville on top, 37-32. Quinn Warren will check back in the game for Macaluso. Quinn Warren for Merrick Macaluso, who has played an outstanding basketball game for the Braves tonight, as Luiso will trigger for Zionsville. Long one, three in the corner, and there's nothing but net for McGuire Mitchell, who knocks down another three, and J.R. Howe wants a timeout. With 40-32, Zionsville on top by 8. McGuire Mitchell knocks down another three. There was a screen set for him. He curled into the corner and knocked one down, as Merrick Macaluso will check back in the ball game for Brebeuf, down by 8. That was a huge shot for McGuire Mitchell, averaging 7.4 points a ball game. The 6'3 sophomore, you need solid perimeter shooting, and they got it. Mitchell's shooting, along with the inside play of Rickert, has given Zionsville an 8-point lead here with 2:59 to go in the ball game. Our game built by Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Visit universalrfg.com. Call 317-257-0779. Our ball game also delivered by Genesis Sports Performance. Genesis Sports Performance training Indianapolis pro and amateur athletes at genesissportsperformance.com. Freeman, under 3 to play. Clock running. Down by 8. Haywood, great hedge by Rickert. Right side Freeman, good help by Snively underneath the to Brooks, and Rickert gets him from behind and draws the foul. And that's excellent basketball movement by Brebeuf. They broke down the Zionsville defense and got the look inside to Javon Brooks. Just 45% from the foul line this year. And he missed that one. Luiso will check back in the lineup for Zionsville for Matthew Leklinski. Lucas Luiso, number 11, 6'2", 140-pound senior. Brooks gets the second one, knocks the lead down to 7. 40-33 Eagles, under 3 to play in the ball game. Imes shoots him from 3. No. Snively almost got the rebound for Zionsville. Here comes Haywood. Freeman. And the official says that Haywood stepped out of bounds down on the sideline there. And that is a turnover, a huge turnover for Brebeuf at 2:17, as Zionsville has the basketball with the lead at 40-33. The Eagles can hold on the basketball if they choose right now. Rickert on Macaluso, turns, half hook and in. Nick Rickert, Eagles by 9. Macaluso spins, turns in. What a shot over Luiso. He knocked it in, no foul, and it's 42-35. Great play by both young men. Macaluso, great spinning shot off the glass. Outstanding defense there by Lucas Luiso. Timeout on the court, 42-35. Zionsville on top by 7 with 1:50 to go, as our basketball game tonight is built by Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Visit universalrfg.com or call 317-257-0779. Another sponsor, Genesis Sports Performance, training Indianapolis pro and amateur athletes and visit genesissportsperformance.com. 42-35 Zionsville with 1:50 to go. Zionsville, again, does not have to look to score with a 7-point lead. But Brebeuf is very good defensively in the half court. They've come up with some pretty big steals, and the Braves from time to time have been pretty good in transition and finishing tonight. Zionsville will have the basketball. Snively out of bounds underneath the Braves hoop. Snively with the basketball in the backcourt. In the half court with 1:30 to go, Haywood has to foul Snively. We do not have replay tonight. However, when Snively threw the basketball out, there was a made basket by Brebeuf. He was not allowed to move his feet, and yet he traveled. He traveled, but the officials did not make the call, and that's okay. It's a difficult call to make, especially when you got a timeout and you got a crowd like this. But after a made basket, actually was not a made basket, it was not a bounce ball, you can't move your foot. But Zionsville gets the basketball back. And for Zionsville, a 7-point lead. You can tell why this basketball team has won 6 games. Freeman on the backside, Sam Sherman in the game now, pressuring. You can tell why Zionsville is an excellent team, because they can handle the basketball. They do not turn the ball over as much as a lot of teams in high school basketball, at 9.9 turnovers a game and over 11 assists. Snively to the rim. Freeman gets a block but a foul. Javon Brooks will be checking back in for Brebeuf. Snively at the foul line. 64% free throw shooter. Got it to fall. Leklinski checks in for Luiso with an 8-point lead. Under a minute to play. Second free throw is good, and it's a 9-point lead. 44-35. Not only does Zionsville not turn the ball over that much, but they play very solid half-court defense. Haywood over the top, no good. Rebound by Rickard, solid rebound over Brooks. Backcourt foul on Macaluso as he runs into Imes. 9-point Zionsville lead, 45.7 seconds. Imes at the foul line. Ten-point lead for Zionsville, 45-35. The Eagles next up, January 13th at Noblesville, at the Miller House. January 17th at Warren Central. DeAndre Davis has a nice ball club with Jalen Hooks, the ringleader of that club. January 20th, Hamilton Southeastern. Macaluso misses a layup. Leklinski, good defense. Imes, Snively, Rickard, backward slam. 48-35 Eagles. Freeman, baseline. Short, Imes with the board. The Eagles are going to come away with a victory. Under 20 seconds to go. Imes is knocked there on the sideline by Javon Brooks, and that is a foul. And I believe the officials, nope. I thought for a minute there may have been a technical foul, but there wasn't. It's just that Brebeuf and Zionsville, both ball clubs, have cleared the lane out pretty good. There's a lot of substitutions now for Zionsville. Snively checks out of the game. Nick Firebaugh, number 3 in the lineup. Shot is no good. Here's Macaluso giving it up to Freeman across the timeline. Reese Butcher, no. And the rebound by Luke Reisner. Luke Reisner checks in the ball game for Zionsville. The Eagles cross the timeline. That'll be it. And the Eagles have knocked off the Brebeuf Braves tonight by a final score of 48-35. Zionsville now 7-4, and Brebeuf falls to 6-4. We'll be back to recap this basketball game after these messages. Once again, the final here on Estes Family Court. Zionsville 48, Brebeuf 35.
Every day is a great day to buy a vehicle at Greg Hubler Ford.
Because every vehicle comes with our Greg Hubler promise. On top of scheduled maintenance with your vehicle, you'll also enjoy complimentary roadside assistance, service pickup, and drop-off. And a free car wash and quick wash every time you service at Greg Hubler Ford.
We're always finding new ways to put our guests first.
Mosey on into Muncie.
Greg Hubler Ford, promise kept.
Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459 or visit them at genesissportsperformance.com.
We're back at Estes Family Court. This basketball game has been built by Universal Roofing and Exteriors at universalrfg.com or call 317-257-0779 and by Genesis Sports Performance. Visit genesissportsperformance.com. It was Zionsville in a flurry in the second half, knocking down three-point shots to take a 9-point lead and then running home with it in the fourth quarter by a final of 48-35. J.R. Howell's ball club 7-4 this year. Brebeuf falling to 6-4, and I think the key in this basketball game was the inside play of Nick Rickert, the 6'9 senior. Brebeuf had no answer for him, either defensively trying to take close shots away from him or his ability to rebound the basketball or change shots. Secondly, in the second half, in addition to solid perimeter shooting for Zionsville, the Eagles' ability to slow down Brebeuf and change defenses in the third period really changed the outcome of the game because the Braves were on top at halftime by a score of 20-17. But in this one, the second half, and the ball game belongs to the Zionsville Eagles. The final score from Estes Family Court, Zionsville 48, Brebeuf 35. For Mark Webster, our producer, I'm Mike Walensky. Thanks for watching.